Hello, my name is Pauline Clark, and here is my thought for the day. I've been thinking recently about two of my roles in the church. One is safeguarding officer, and the other is being a member of the Eco Church team. I began thinking how different these two roles are, and then I thought again, and I could see some common threads going through them both. Part of my role as safeguarding officer is to ensure that there is a safe environment within our church. This means that, and I quote from the Church of England guidelines, the church will strive to create and maintain environments that are safer for all, that promote well-being, that prevent abuse, and that create nurturing, caring conditions within the church for children, young people, and vulnerable adults. There are a couple of words there that stand out to me and I want to pick up on: caring and nurturing. I watched Countryfile this week and I was particularly impressed by the relationship between a young disabled girl and her mum. She'd been part of a project to design a panel to decorate a reconstructed Roman gatehouse at Vindolanda on Hadrian's Wall. She was interviewed by Matt Baker and the designer herself, and Emily and her mum communicated by sign language. And the whole interview was conducted in a most caring, nurturing and respectful way. It really impressed me. And this made me think that the key to creating a good safeguarding environment is connected to those two words. We need to care for and nurture all children and vulnerable adults, in fact everyone within our church and within our groups. We can see many examples of people caring for each other within our church family. The Love in Action meals, the Wellbeing Cafe, and the work in our care homes and with the bereaved, to mention just a few. The Eco Church group also think about caring and nurturing. This time the care is for our environment and the wildlife that uses it. We care about looking after God's creation because we care about the planet and the future for our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren. There are again many examples how members of our churches care for the environment. From the care of the church grounds and the nurture of those beautiful plants that line the path up to St Giles Church, still blooming despite the drought, to the maintenance of the building by our wonderful A-team. The junior church have also been creating habitats for wildlife to help in the churchyard. There are far too many examples to mention them all, and it is testament to our church that we have been awarded a Bronze Eco Church Award, showing that we are beginning to think and act more sustainably. Jesus calls us to care for each other. He gives us the new commandment, love one another as I have loved you, and says that this is how others will know that we are his disciples. Similarly, God calls us to care for his creation. The Psalms are full of celebration of God's creation and his nurture and care, and we are entrusted with God's precious creation. We should therefore respect it and ensure that it is around for the future generations to enjoy just as we do. So, caring and nurturing, two words that describe Jesus and the way he treated everyone with respect. Let's follow his example and love God, love all his children, and love his creation.